Madden NFL 23. And we'll get a look here at All-Pro Devontae Adams. No shortage of work for him, sitting second in the league in catches. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that is...
To me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. You know, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Stidham's throw complete here to Waller. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders have the 1st down as well.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Raiders had 6 and 10 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Stidham. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Able to find Waller, that's complete. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. The drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now it's Stidham. Touchdown! Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 70. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look. Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now it's Stidham. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have. have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you can break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
This is Jacobs.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Here's Stidham to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now here's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him.
Andrew Billings. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll drop to throw.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our 2nd ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We've got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Stidham. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Connection made on the out route to Valdes-Scantling. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time, and they don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Abdullah to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter, been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Stidham. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Jacobs now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. Pick up there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Stidham. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Stidham.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now it's Stidham. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Jacobs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Tony. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
As the 1st half is winding down.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now Stidham on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Final play of the half, it's Stidham. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Chargers who are on top in the second quarter. Austin Eckler, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Devin Singletary, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah. Shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Stidham.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Running it with Jacobs. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Stidham. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
That's interference. Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Now it's Stidham. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Juju Smith-Schuster. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And able to get this out to the 25. Jarrett Stidham ready to pilot this offense again. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed,
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
That's caught by Waller out left side. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Jacobs tried to run on first down, but he's going to be stopped and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Stidham to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up. Enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Here's Stidham. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, was able to make the sure catch, and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Stidham. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Third and 2 now, Stidham. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Now it's Stidham. Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return.
Holding. Receiving team.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Jacobs, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Stidham. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 44, Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Anthony Everett picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. He'll look to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Second down, Jacobs once more. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller from 6 yards away. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this? What a good week of practice.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. KC's offense ready to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Mahomes now on first down.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive.
And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. Leading the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Stidham.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1, Stidham.
Looking again for Waller, he's got him again. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Here's Jacobs, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long. He's
Touchdown! Darren Waller, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, it's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That time a 9-play drive.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
An 80-yard touchdown.
and the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Mahomes will throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raider. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Mahomes now on first down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to this one is down he goes. Chandler Jones. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now here's Mahomes. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And Burn, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, they'll wrap up on a high note, but will still finish 3 games below 500 at 7-10.
And by just about all accounts, not the type